Of course, I'm Dr. Sakthi Karunanithi. I'm the Director of Public Health, Wellbeing and Communities from Lancashire County Council. I'm also the Director of Health and Care Integration for Lancashire with the ICB.
So can you tell us a little bit about what were your learning expectations from today? Whether there were any kind of skills that you wanted to build up at all, or whether there were any challenges within your organisation that you wanted to get some clarity on?
Of course, I'm very aware that improving health is inherently political, and to be able to understand the political system and how politicians, particularly the national ones, but also the local ones, how do the health and care system leaders work with them is incredibly important, especially in this current world. So that's why I'm here, and whilst I am already working with them, this is an opportunity for us to refresh with the current landscape, as well as to network with other people and share the learning from and with them.
I suspect that you've got already quite a good political knowledge with working with MPs, but could you give it a bit of a sense of your previous experience and your confidence really with working with those political leaders?
Well, I'm a statutory chief officer in a local government setting, which is a democratically led organisation, so I'm steeped in the democracy and the politics of it. However, in the new role as the Director for Health and Care Integration and working into the ICB, this has given me even more insights and awareness about working with MPs and connecting that local government agenda as well as the NHS agenda together has been the benefit of the session today.
And can I ask you the first of the kind of quality assessment questions for this session? Do you feel like that confidence at all has changed or improved over the course of this day so far?
Absolutely. I think learning from others and the speakers today, some of them are really expert politicians in their own ways, has been very insightful, and I'd say it's been useful as a local system leader to understand a variety of perspectives, and it's just fine-tuning and honing about being even better. So in that way, it's been really useful.
I'm going to ask you a question that's going to ask you about a bit of detail,
Yep.
Which is just, is there any kind of top takeaway or piece of learning that really stuck in your mind from some of the discussions that went on today?
Absolutely, there are lots of key highlights in this. I think the overriding one is being able to step back and understand the same issue from a different perspective, and particularly a political perspective, has been really useful, and that's incredibly timely as our local system is moving towards addressing some of the challenges in our NHS and the care world, and today's learning has come in at a good time for me, so I'll be even more effective.
And a lot of the discussion today has focused around building those relationships with MPs, and obviously you've had the opportunity to be exposed to the kind of insights from around the room. If you were kind of talking to somebody who wasn't able to be at today's session, what are the kind of key things that you can think of, the key bits of advice for building relationships with MPs?
Well, the first takeaway is MPs are incredibly important people if you really care about our patients and the population's health. And the second thing I would say is they are also rooted in the local issues, as many of us are, and to be able to build that bridge to enable a shared understanding and have a perspective that can be very, very useful in helping our local changes made with the support of our local MPs, and where there are issues for highlighting through the Parliament and the national process, I think there's an important set of people that we need to work with. So I'd highly recommend anybody who's got the chance to be part of this course to be part of it.
Now, you were nominated by your organisation to kind of undergo the learning today, so we were interested in exploring a little bit about what you think you can take from today and bring back to your organisation. What do you want to share with your senior colleagues about what you've learned today?
Yeah, I think some of the key learning so far has been the importance of having a plan to engage with MPs and really have a plan together as a whole system and not just individual organisations. and to even understand the parliamentary timetable and the constituency timetable, and to be able to identify key strategic issues that we want to highlight to our local politicians, as well as use that to engage with our communities as well. So I think there is an important dimension here about understanding how to work with and in the political system.
I've got a question now about action. Is there any action that you want to take away based on some of the discussions or learning that you've had that you might undergo, let's say, in the next 3 months to kind of move forward a political relationship?
Of course, yeah, there's already a few I've taken, but the key one that I'm taking away from today is to go and review our current arrangements for engaging with our local MPs and how that sits alongside engaging with our local councillors. So I'm going to take that away and encourage my colleagues and peers to work together in understanding what is our engagement plan with our local MPs and politicians.
And can I ask you as a participant today, if you were to speak, directly to the Northwest Leadership Academy and suggest whether there's any kind of further learning in the political space that you think would be helpful, or anything that wasn't covered today that you thought, if we just got that would have been really great to kind of bring out?
Well, Northwest Leadership Academy has done a fabulous job of putting this event on, and it is a really important dimension of leadership practice in the health and care world. Perhaps that hasn't been given that much attention, and I'm glad that the working with politics and the political system is featuring as part of the leadership development offer. I'd probably say perhaps use some of the live examples that are happening in the Northwest region as case studies to learn from and use to develop people and the leadership skills in that, particularly in terms of how we engage with our MPs and the local councillors.
Sakthi, just we're at the end now, but I want to give you the opportunity to say anything that you think we haven't covered already in our conversation, or just anything you want to kind of say to somebody who might be watching this video about today's event or politics in general.
Well, my key message is, if you're in improving health and care business, understanding how it's done in a political system is incredibly important. So,
When the last people go, do you want me to ask the question again?
Yeah, no, it's okay. Yeah, maybe repeat it, please, Charlie. Yeah.
Still going. I think we're at the end now. The questions we need to say. Catherine, can we just get like 5 minutes?
We just need to say.
Right, go, quick. Talk quick, so it's really.
Well, I've been paused.
Okay, we'll go again. So, Sakthi, we're at the end of our kind of scheduled questions today. I just want to give you the opportunity to say something to some of the people that might be watching today, either about the session today or politics in general.
Well, we are in improving health and care business, and improving health and care is inherently political, and especially for senior leaders, I would strongly recommend developing and integrating working with politicians and political system as part of our day-to-day practice, so we can bring the leadership practice together with the politics and the policies.
Sakthi, thank you so
Yeah.
much. Cool. Yeah.
Are you happy?
Yeah. I think if we can't get the end of it, I don't think it's the end of the world, because we've got so much great content in
Okay,
in the first
brilliant.
bit. As long as that's okay with you.
Yep.
So thank you so much.
No.